Hello Flosstube, this is Dawn, Frosty XStitch. So let's get this set up a bit better. I know by now everybody is pretty sick of Christmas, cannot see the sight of Christmas trees, Christmas decorations, but Christmas 365. Sorry about that, sorry about my phone, I'll turn it off now, no more disturbances. I can't help it. If you've watched my previous Flosstube, you know that I had the cable guys come around and I had to remove everything that was hanging on my wall, which I used instead of a wallpaper. I put up bed sheets that were really nice. Had to take them down here and in the office and move all my furniture. My office still looks like a building site because it's all covered up. So I only got to decorate, I think it was about the 19th of December. I couldn't have any decorations up, no tree. So the day after they came, I went and got a tree, put it up, and it took me about 2 days until I could sort of get into the mood to do Christmas because it was still too warm. It was still autumn for me, but yeah, the temperature's now pretty cold and yeah, at work we're freezing, so let's see if I can get a slightly better picture. I don't know if I need to go down or up because as you can see there's the chandelier from Sue Hillis. I think it's a Glendon Place. That little ornament there was stitched for me by Ingeborg, a Stitch 24, last year for Christmas present. And then that one there is a Stone Street Stitch Works. Was it Winter Village or something? No idea, I can't remember. I've got, yeah, decorations going over there, sort of like that. The bobble there, that one, that was actually made and created and won a prize by my cousin. She's quite creative and she won a prize, and the prize was that she was able to go to, what was it, Czechoslovakia I think, where they made these baubles for the shop here in Basel, well Switzerland wide, and her baubles were made for Christmas. That was about 5 years ago, so yeah. And as you can see, my tree is still up because, well, until the 6th of January for me it has to stay up because that's still Christmas. The 6th of January is Three Kings Day and we celebrate with a special cake in Switzerland. I think it's a 500-year tradition for this sort of cake, but there are other traditions for the 6th of January. I won't go into that. Yeah, I really don't quite know how to do this best because I want you to admire my pretty empty tree. For me it is pretty empty because usually all my decorations go on my tree. Like all my decorations that I've got for my tree go on my tree. But this year it was just, it was too much. It took me 4 hours to do decorations. I've got decorations over there, up there, a few in my kitchen, over there, up there. It was just taking too long and I used up all my spoons and that was it. I had to stop. So anyway, I treated myself to a little Christmas present. I think everybody, when you're shopping for other people's Christmas gifts, you're allowed to gift yourself something. So I think that's just, it belongs to the cheer of Christmas. Oh, that's what I think. Anyway, yeah. Now I don't quite know where to start. I might start with thanking everybody, like everybody out there in the Flosstube world, in the cross stitch world, in my family and friends world, less family friends, more cross stitch and Flosstube world. Thank you very much for everybody who sent me a Christmas card, a Christmas gift, who wished me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year on Instagram, Facebook, Flosstube, any social media. It was really nice, and I felt that I belonged to the community. Of course, Olivia and Elena sent their Christmas card, so that was huge excitement. I also got lovely cards from other people. The first card to arrive, inclusive present, was from Caitlin, Bagzplus stitcher, but I showed that in my previous Flosstube. And I won't go into all the cards and everything that I got, because most of them I've already shown on Instagram. I got one from StitchinButton with a skein of floss and a tissue. So yeah, I'm really sorry to everybody who got a tissue and does not know why they got a tissue from StitchinButton. If you don't know, please go and watch StitchinButton or Vikki from StitchnButton. If you just go back a few floss tubes, you'll sort of find out why Vikki is a crybaby and Audrey is a bully. I won't tell you anymore. Just that I love those two bits. They brought laughter, cheer, they brought so much happiness to me as a Flosstube watcher. I love them. They're both great people, great cross stitchers, and they have a hell of a lot of fun together. So don't be put off by bully and faint-hearted and whatever they call each other. So just to say, sorry for all the tissues that went flying around the world. Yes, Audrey, around the world. Yeah, so can't help it. I'm really sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so thank you for everybody who sent me something. I think I'll show my present in a bit. It's just all a bit confusing sitting in front of a tree, in front of my TV, trying not to show you the mess. Yeah, you know you have a mess when you do Flosstube, but I also have a complete mess in here, and this is the least messy room. So yeah, what shall I start with? Okay, number 1, Christmas tree. Good, done. Number 2, thank you to everybody. Yes, did that one. Number 3, I had a finish! Okay, was it a Christmas finish? I don't know. Don't know which day I finished it, but yes, it's a quick and dirty frame job. Sorry about that. This was the only frame that I could just sort of go through, pick out, look at, does it fit? Yes, it fits. Plunked it in there, just pulled the Ada out. So yeah, I don't have an iron. I still don't have an iron, nor a sewing machine. I don't have a hairdryer. I don't have anything. Okay, so just bear with me. Quick and dirty, but I had to put this in here so that I can stand it up and look at it while Christmas is on. For those who are a bit more interested in the whole thing, don't know if you can see it. It was a freebie. And it goes with, hang on, that one over there. That was last year's freebie from Stone Street Stitchworks. They give out more freebies than just 2. Like, not 1 a year, it's about 2 or 3 a year. So that was the last one that I decided to stitch immediately when I got it. And this was this year's. And it was all stitched, the model stitch was all in one red. And I chose to do the red, but I knew that it wouldn't be enough. I used the ruby slipper, no idea. For the red, I did the border. I knew that would be enough for the border. I knew it would be enough for the tree sign there. Yeah, as somebody commented, that were the days when we could buy trees for $3. Yeah, and I wanted to do the car in red. So I then also did the border. And then I knew I'll run out of ruby slippers, so I'll need to use a different colour, and I didn't want to use the normal 666 Christmas red by DMC, so I chose DMC 300, and I used not quite a full skein for these 4 trees. So that might tell you a bit how much stitching was involved, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was a lovely pattern, so thank you again for giving us freebies, because I would love to buy a pattern from Stone Street Stitch Works, but if they give me freebies, I'd stitch the freebie first, so I never get to buy anything. I told her that, and she said it's fine, because as long as I have fun stitching her work, she doesn't mind, but I would like to buy a pattern from her one day. So yeah, this will get a new frame. I'll look if I can see find a dark green frame or something to put this in, because this is not the right frame for this. But it's just, I had to have it on display. I want to see it every day, as long as I still have my Christmas decorations up. So that goes back there. So, right, that was number 3. Number 4 would be, yeah. I'll show you this first. I don't know, most of you might actually know Peacock and Fig. She did a collaboration with, does it say here? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Susie Sweet Tees. She does t-shirts with all sort of snarky and funny and hilarious comments on it, and she did a collaboration with her, and what turned out was t-shirts like this, for instance. This is my, yeah, I sleep in this t-shirt, that's why it's a large for me, and it's my sleepy t-shirt. So men who want to climb into my bed, they can read what they can do. Anyway, I got Tiffany XpressLifetifa, this one, which I also got myself. In the same colour for her as for me. And I said I would wear it, but it's a bit cold at the moment, so I'll be wearing this another time. I got, yeah, of course I had to get this one from Mr. XStitch. I got one for the Peacock and Fig one for Shelley as well, because friends, you have to send gifts, and if you can't send stitchy gifts because there's no LNS here and I can't get stitchy gifts that I don't have to import from the US and then send back to the US, if I find something, I'll send it. So I got myself the mug. I don't know if you can read that. It says the same, stitching. Yeah. And I got this with the Peacock and Fig membership underneath it. I got the same, but without the Peacock and Fig, because I didn't know if she likes Peacock and Fig or not, for Scottish Stitcher. So, you know, you find gifts all over the place. But that's a present from me. Put that back. So, I found somebody I know who used to do flea markets and stuff, where I used to see her quite a lot. She likes everything sort of 60s, 70s, 80s. She's also in a band. She plays saxophone. Sam. She's lovely. She's really lovely. I bought presents from her because she does puppeteers, just a little knitted or crocheted animals, put this side, and she also likes retro stuff, so she was on Instagram promoting these. Now these are really old cases for knitting needles, so if you have like antique knitting needles, you want to store them in some place, you get one of these. And this one is really quite handy because the lid is attached. And I thought, well, if these are clean and stable, I can use them to put my cross stitch in. So I ordered this, and yes, there's a woman on there, and she does look a bit like Frida. And I don't think she is, but yeah. So as you know, I stitch in hand and I roll up my fabric as Stitching Mummy does, and then you can basically put your stitching in there, put it away, and that's a really good idea and I love it. So now she just has to find more that I like, because some of the 70s and like the green ones are not really my style, but this one's lovely. So put that on there. Yeah, I'm starting to rip out the petals from last year's Stitching Mummy temperature garden, because last year was just not the temperatures did not reflect a normal year for me. There was no winter. This year it might be different, but I'm going to wait about maybe until the end of January and just write down the temperatures and then decide if I'll do it this year or not. Because if the temperatures are anything like they were last year, I don't want to record it because it just won't reflect the normal temperatures in Switzerland. This year it's looking better because it's freezing today. It's really freezing today. It should have snowed yesterday, but as it was blue sky, nothing happened, so yeah. What was I doing? Presents, or I think I'll do stitching first. Hang on quickly. Hang on. This is my black book. No, I have black books for other stuff. Yeah, Tree Lot was the only one that I finished. And I working on, yeah, good. So oops, needle-minder. I'm still trying to get my Santa done. That's, you know, the candy cane peg leg pirate Santa. So he's on my to stitch list at the moment. I need to only, I've noticed that if I have too many whips, I can't, it just doesn't work. So I'm down to 2 whips plus 1 full coverage. So that's what I'm doing now. So that's 1 whip, and my second whip, as I've shown you before, is Must Be Santa, which I got from Betty, and this is just, it's coming along. The needle minder is from Shelley. It's coming along. It's taking its time, but it's on linen. I'm so not used to, I always have to count. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I can't get used to it. I just can't get used to it. But it's actually really nice linen. It really is. And she gave me all the colours for it. So it was fully kitted up. And it's a really nice project. And I love working on it. So, yeah, now I'm making a mess. Even more of a mess. And for those who haven't seen me in a very long time, this is what I got out. It's an anchor kit. It's full coverage. It's the Evening Star, which is, yes, you might have guessed, it's that one. It's the train. It's not the train, it's the engine. It's called the Evening Star. And I started this on the 21st of September, a year ago, which was my birthday, which was the official start of the challenges in Full Coverage Fanatics group that Anne P opened up, and she wanted to do it on the 21st, 22nd of September. She was sort of undecided, and I said, hey, the 21st is my birthday, and I'm going to start a full coverage on my birthday. So she said, okay, then we should start on your birthday. And I got this out and I started it, and then somehow it got waylaid. It happens. Anyway, on my birthday I got this out again. Wanted to stitch on it, but I lost my stitchy bug. Anyway, in the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group, there now are challenges that are 90 days of full coverage. It's like the 100 days of hate, just 90 days of full coverage. So you can choose any full coverage project. So I've chosen this, and this is my third. It's the third today. Okay, so this is my third day. I'll be working on this. I worked on it on January the 1st and yesterday. So I'll just put this bit in there. But I'm looking forward to working on this again because it's not that big and it's not hate. And I need to stitch on this and actually enjoy full coverage. I think I enjoy full coverage more than other stuff. But yeah, everybody has their preferences. That's fine. So that was my. I didn't even put that on there. Show stitching. But what I can show you is another gift that I gave to myself. No, actually, it was Michelle. Your fault. Not really. She did a live Bagzplus floss body sale on her YouTube, and I decided to just peep in and look because I don't need a floss body. What for? And I'm definitely not going to order something through Michelle, who's in the States, from Bagzplus, who are in the UK. So anyway, so I just watched and I chatted along with other people, and this fabric came up, and I thought like, I like that fabric. But it was for 40, you know, just so you can get 40 flosses in there. It's for a 40 floss body, and I thought like, nah, don't need, no, don't need, don't want, no. Lovely fabric though. Anyway, so they were discussing, and it was the time delay, and yeah, then I said yes, me. And by that time somebody else had claimed the 40 floss body, and Corina, who was on Corina, who was actually in the chat, she said, Dawn, if you want, we've got still this fabric, what do you want, 40? 90? I said 90, yes please. So this is all the colours for my Haid in there, and as she told me, she likes to put the symbols that you need for each colour on there as well. I don't know if you can see it very well, you probably can't, like up there. You can get the symbol, print it out, stick it on there, so you don't have the DMC numbers. I don't bobinate, in case you haven't noticed. No, you probably didn't notice. So I just put this is DMC Blanc, for instance, and that's the symbol that it has on the Haid, and that's how I put them in. They go by, I started with the lowest number and went through like that, filled it all up, so that there's some free space, so I left the top empty so that it doesn't stand out, and have some space here. And actually this is a good investment because having all my colours for my Haid in here, they don't look that overwhelming anymore, and with the symbol on it, it's easy to find, and you just wrap it up. What I also like is that I can use this, which I haven't done yet, to hang my scissors on. There's also a pocket in there where I can put my highlighter in there. But you can find that all out for yourself if you want to buy anyone. So this is Bagzplus floss body for 90 colours, and it's nice. It's really nice, and it's very well made. So if I get another Haid started, I'll probably have to get another one. Who knows? Anyway, that was the floss body. So yes, my Christmas presents. I'm not going to show you everything that I got because who cares? But stitchy stuff. So Becca was too kind, she really was, and she made me some more of these lovely, she calls them ornaments, but some of they're just really lovely, and I think Did I show them? I hope I showed them in my Instagram, because they're really, really lovely. They really are. Like, each one's different. But I can't, if I put them on my tree, you won't see them, so they'll be lost. But I have other ideas. She made me, one of them that she made for my birthday, I'm using as a bookmark. And I know what I'm going to do with these. Some of them are going to be zipper pulls. Yes, for project bags. Zipper pulls. They're going to be great because I haven't got zipper pulls on all of my project bags. I don't have that many project bags. But these are going to make really handy zipper pulls because you really can pull. So thank you, Becca. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm not going to show all the ridiculous amount of chocolate that I got from some people. Wow. Yeah. I think I could have lived off chocolate for the whole Christmas festivities. Yeah. So, thank you, Becca. And Becca also gave me 2 printed out DMC freebie charts that I really love. And she printed them out for me, which is really good because, yes, black and white printers are still a thing. Hashtag. Yeah, so I love those. Thank you so much. Yeah. Excuse me sort of trying to put everything on my tree again, because that's where it belongs. And as you know, I stitched a bobble for Mr. XStitch. And somebody said mine might be on here. This is not mine, that's on there. But on the cover picture photo of Mr. XStitch's homepage, I think, you can see Audrey, StitchyWitch42's. Because I stitched mine. I was going to do 2. So I did this, it's in red and white, so it would have been the colours for the Swiss flag, which is red outside and a cross in white in the middle. And then I was going to do the British Union Jack colours for my second one. I never did the second one. And I did that in a stitch along with Scottish Stitcher. And she was going to do 2. She was going to do the first one with the Scottish colours, flag colours, which is white and blue. Blue and white. And the second one with the Dutch colours, because she lives in Holland, the Netherlands. So she also only stitched 1. And StitchyWitch42 thought like, oh, I could stitch one with the American flag on it. And so you can really see it. It's sort of, she has like one corner of the thing with the stars on it, and then the stripes. And it just looks fantastic, and you can see it, it's on the tree, and it was photographed, and I saw that, and I sent it to her, and she was over the moon. She was so happy. And so anyway, I ordered these. These are, you can use them as normal cards or Christmas cards, but I'm going to just use them as normal cards. And I love that Jamie actually wrote me a note. that was fantastic. I actually might frame this and put it up. Yes, Jamie, I'm one of your followers, yes. But as I don't believe in God and I don't believe in church, I'm not going to go, but you know what I mean. I follow Jamie. Yeah, and I got stuff like chocolates, cards and stuff from people. Scottish Stitcher, so kind. I love this one. Just look at his face. I need to stitch this. This is fantastic. So got that, and I got some étoiles from her. I got one étoile from Shelley as well, with some other flosses and some other stuff. I can't show everything, but I try my best. So you know Christy from HandDyedDiva. she actually was going to send me a card and then received mine. Yeah, there was a little joke in it, but it was really a joke. It was nothing personal or anything, so it was just a play on her name. And if you want to find out, go and watch her latest. No, she made a Flosstube just around Christmas time, I think. She did 2. One of them is when she reads a poem that she wrote, and the Flosstube just before that. And she sent me, this is satin DMC. It's actually quite nice and it feels lovely. So now I know why you all are constantly, yeah, and I know what you mean, even though I don't have that much fancy floss. She also sent me some tea. She sent me some tea last year as well. I loved that. That was nice. It was really nice. Haven't tried this one yet. And she has an Etsy store, so if you're interested in needle minders, scissor fobs, yeah. This is a sort of steampunk clock, and I really love it. It's the wrong side round. Hang on, that's right. Yeah. So I know that I had favoured this somewhere. I know that. And I don't know if you can see the little bird. It's just fantastic. They're so completely different from style, and I love both of them. And there you can see her name, JewelryFobs, and she's on Etsy. And HandDyedDiva on Flosstube, and Narnia Snow on Instagram. Yeah, check her out. Oh yeah, and check out StitchnButton for project bags, needle minders. She's got a fantastic needle minder that looks like Starbucks, a mug, like a Starbucks mug, and it's about this size, and it sort of stands like a mug. Sort of stands like a mug like that, with the magnet there, and then you can either put the magnet like on here or wherever, or through there. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see it on Instagram. If you follow Vikki, it's QNVikki, like with 2 Ks, or StitchnButton. So you find her like that on Instagram. You can also find her Flosstubes StitchnButton, and she's also selling through somebody else on Facebook. So if you want to get project bags, she's selling project bags, she's selling needle minders, scissor fobs, all sorts of stuff. Check her out as well. Okay, so check everybody out. Oh yeah, by the way, these were from, can I read it? It's RetroDelia, I think. I think I need to link stuff below again. I don't know. Yeah, so this was from HandDyed. Now I showed everybody's address, sorry. HandDyedDiva. And now I can use them. You see why I had to make a floss tube today? I started using some of my presents, so I thought it might be best to just show it all, and then I can use up all my presents, because if I would have wanted to show you all my chocolate, I would have had to do a floss tube like every 2 days, which of course, yeah, not possible. So anyway, a real surprise from my aunt. Yeah, my Swiss family doesn't know that I cross stitch. My aunt knows that I cross stitch because I cross stitched her a tiny little ornament last year for Christmas with a snowman on. Now she's somebody, she goes to all these church thrift thingies. This is what she found. And she had forgotten that she'd wrapped this and gave this to my mum to give to me for Christmas. And actually gave my mum something on the 24th when they went to church. They have sort of candle lighting ceremony where anybody can go. It's not, you don't have to believe or be a churchgoer or something. and she gave my mum a present for me and a present for my mum. Unfortunately, it got stolen in a church. Anyway, but this was under the tree at my parents' place and they forgot that it was still there. And so I thanked her and I said, wow, where did, you know, and she said, oh, I got this from a church place. And these are written in five different languages. They're from DMC. And I still can't work out what date. There's no date in them. And some of them are really like primitive style stuff, but it looks like these must have been given out sort of as handouts. Just so this is for borduren. Hang on. Oh, of course, the English translation, ideas for embroidery. Yeah, no, it's old cross stitch, but this is for borders. This one is for, I don't actually know, because the English and the German translation is something completely different, but there's two women in Bath. So, they're a way to go. Nudist. This looks like seaside stuff. It's got a house in it. Yeah. Anyway, so these are fun. They're just. Oh, I mean this one. I'm not going to stitch all these scissors, but if somebody really needs ideas for ATCs, hit me up. I'll send you a booklet. I mean, I've got a few, so I don't need all of them. Or maybe I should stitch ATCs. No, I'm not going to stitch ATCs. I can't deal with... If I have a deadline, I can't stitch. It basically just stops stitching. Yeah, and then I got some other lovely presents. Ah! Spider! Go away. Thank you. Don't know where it went. That's okay. Yeah, as you know, Kerry and Stitches, she gives away stuff that's like attached to a magazine that she doesn't want, or charts that come with the magazine that she doesn't need. So I got this once and I won this one once, so I just said, you know, keep them, and when you send me something, just add those to it. So I got those, and brilliant tree decorations. But of course, put them on there, they get lost. No. I have to use these in a special way. We understand each other, Kerry. And look at this. Isn't he sweet? Oh, I was going to wear him to work yeah, doesn't matter. Nobody was at work today except for me and Jakob. It was my first day back after the holidays, and I thought I'd go in the morning. Usually on Thursday I go in the afternoon. I thought I'd go in the morning, then I'd be there for the big meeting. Well, small big meeting. Yeah, nobody was there, so nobody would have seen it. But isn't he sweet? He's I'll do a bendy. Start wearing these, but today I had a short, like just a normal sort of t-shirt thingy on, a long sleeved t-shirt, a cashmere. Yeah, I had a cashmere jumper with a v-neck, and then I had a cashmere jumper over that with a standing neck, and then I had the jacket that Shelley sent me, which is windproof. I had that one on because you can sort of put, you know, fingers through the hole. So I had that on, closed it up against the wind, and then I put my thick, it's really thick sort of jacket, but it's like this, but really thick, woolen. So that over the top. and that you can button up there to there. Hat on, gloves on, and go out and scrape the car, because no parking garage or anything outside, so go and scratch the car and then get to work. So we do have seat heating, which I usually don't use, but it was warm today, so yeah. And then of course for at work, these are from some lovely friends. I've got a friend called Maurice in Ireland, and he thinks that my place is too British. So his wife, who knits and crafts, she's also got an Etsy store. She made me these. I love them, and I took them to work with me, but it was so cold that I actually kept my leather gloves on. Yeah. But I take these tomorrow. So she made those for me, and she also made this. Oh, isn't that sweet? And I just love it. And she does all sorts of stuff. It's really, you should check her out. It's Mila Mul on Etsy and on Instagram. So yeah, you'll find her stuff. And she sent me a little package, and it said, "Merry Christmas, Dawn," and then, "Hope you can use this somehow." It's DMC. It's sparkling gold DMC. I can use it. Yeah, well, definitely. That'll get used. What you've probably just seen on Instagram was that I sent Betty a card, because Betty was really nice to me last year. She sent me Must Be Santa. And I just thought, as a sort of, you know, to let her know that I'm thinking of her, and I just sent her a card. Now, I wanted to send just a little chocolate, but then, yeah, I found these lovely chocolates that I sent in a big box, and I just sent her a little ornament, a wooden ornament, to hang on a tree, because I knew that she's got a tree with all her cross-stitch ornaments on it. And she said she would like to send me some Bent Creek, and I thought she would be sending me some used charts that she had finished. No, she sent me this. Christmas Alphabet, a Prairie Schooler. It's new, and she kitted it up. So I've got Ada, and I've got the flosses. I mean, I was speechless. I was really speechless. I did not expect that. I thought she'd just sent me some charts that she had used and didn't want to stitch anymore. And I get such a lovely present, and all the comments I got were so lovely. Lots of people were going like, "Oh, I haven't seen that. I need to stitch that. Oh, is that new? Is it?" And I'm just going like, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. So thank you, Betty. You're great. You're such a lovely person. Maybe you would consider doing a floss tube or two. You don't have to talk. I've been talking for 44 minutes. You don't have to talk for 44 minutes. You can come on and you can do a 10-minute floss tube. Because I've seen your stitching on Instagram, and stitching that you've made for your family, and the ornaments that are on your tree, and you've got beautiful stitching. Maybe you would consider, you know, just doing a floss tube, and you don't have to show your face. You can show your stitching and just tell us what you've stitched. Do a 10-minute segment every month. That would be lovely. Anyway, the last one was, yeah, Shelley, of course. She sent me the Christmas row. So now, Betty, I have a Bent Creek. Betty asked me if I have any Bent Creeks. I said, I don't know. Yes, now I've got one. So, I've got a Christmas row. I said Christmas 365. So, even if I'm not stitching on a on a Christmas project, I'll be stitching something that I got for Christmas, like this for instance. That was on my wish list. So this is great. This is something on my wish list, or maybe I'll be using some of my étoile that I got for Christmas, or something else that I got for Christmas, because Shelley knows how much I love. Yes, my candy cane peg leg Santa would be that one, as you can see there. And I think I've now got the full collection. Pirates love Christmas. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Piracy, a viable career option. Arg, another day, another ship. I think I've got them all. And the charms included. She actually managed to get charms for them as well. So, yeah. Now I need to stitch them. Oh, Shelley, she was so good, because she sent me a present from Maggie. And if you don't watch Shelley, go and watch Shelley. She's Shelley Keyxstitch on Flosstube. So, you know, you get charms with them. The others have the charms with them already. She sent me some size 0 white Nymo thread, because I haven't got any, even though I've stitched Mirabilias. Yeah. Okay, you haven't seen me stitching a Mirabilia for ages, but that's going to come back. She bought these trivets when she went thrifting, I think with Michelle. Well, anyway, when she was for fall fling at Acorns and Threads, she went thrifting and she found these trivets with these old cars on them. I love old timers. And she said, "Do you want me to send these?" And I said, "No, I mean, how do you send a trivet to... It's too heavy." And she had, what, 4 or 6? And I said, "But I really like some of these." And she managed to get one out without breaking it. She sent me that. Yeah. And then a little insider joke. You have to have insider jokes. I'm sorry, you just do. You just do. I think once you hit 1.5 years on Flosstube, you need some insider jokes just to get you through your Flosstubes. Anyway, so as you can see, I was spoiled at Christmas. And I love everything I got from my stitchy friends. I love my cards, I love my Christmas decorations, I love my presents, I love my t-shirts, I love my mugs. And now I've gone on for too long. I've talked about everything. Was there something else? I'm just trying to remember. I know that I got a really bad migraine yesterday at about 10:30 at night, which does not happen, and I'm still feeling the after effects. So I thought I'd come home, do a Flosstube, and then I'd go for a nap, which is what I'm going to go and do now, because I still feel it. It's still there. I couldn't eat lunch. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to sort of say that I thought what lots of Flosstubers did was really, really good, because they mentioned that some people do have problems and troubles over the Christmas period. I was one of these people last year. It was very bad for me last year. This year I organised it better for myself, and I had stitchy friends that I could just contact. So I never felt really alone. But lots of you said that it's a difficult time, and if anybody is out there and you want to stitch with me, or you just want to phone, or you want to just contact me on Instagram or wherever, just contact me. I'll be there. And so many of you said that, and I think that was really, really good and really nice. And I think last year I should have taken some of you up on that offer, and I didn't. This year I already have some cross-stitch friends that are there for me, and I'm making new ones that are there for me, and that really helps just to be able, and it doesn't have to be cross-stitchers, but you are cross-stitchers, I am a cross-stitcher, so we sort of know each other, even if it's just like this. But that can help, it can really help. Just to have somebody who's there and says, if you want to talk, I'll listen. And that's something that you can do that is just really, really nice and really helpful. So thank you for doing that. Also, I liked all the floss tubes that came out just before Christmas or around Christmas that were like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long maybe, with people being excited about Christmas and talking about Christmas holidays and what they're going to do, and having family around, or I'll just be stitching or whatever you, and all these short videos that were really between 15 and 25 minutes. It was really good because I could catch up with you guys. It was fun. It was the whole festive spirit was there. Lots of you had some sort of decoration, and now there was sort of this sudden influx of everybody and their mom putting out a floss tube for the end of the year, and these floss tubes are end of the year wrap-ups or whip parades or whatever, and everybody's doing them, and they all are at least an hour to 1.5 hours long, and it's just, I feel pressured to watch them because I want to watch them. I want to follow people, I want to be there, I want to see what you're stitching, I want to be inspired, I want to be enabled. Yes, I'm not buying, but I've got a wish list. I've got a wish list. So when I see something on Flosstube that I want, I take a screenshot usually and put it in a folder, or I write it down. I've got a notebook. Now where did I dump that? Yeah, my little black book that you saw before. I have 2 whole pages already filled with patterns that I would like to stitch someday. At the moment I'm just not buying, but I'm doing wish lists. So I want to watch your whip parades, I want to watch your end of year, but everybody's doing them and each one is at least an hour long or 1.5 hours, or Jessie Marie I think is 2 hours. I love listening to Jessie Marie, I love your 2-hour Jessie Marie adventure, whatever. I love that, but everybody's doing it, it's just too much. I can't, if I've watched one person for 1.5 hours doing a whip parade, I can't go on to the next person who does another 1.5 hours whip parade. It just, no, I can't do it. It's too much. It overwhelms me. It's just too much, and I have the feeling I'll fall really, really behind again, and that would be such a shame because I've caught up with nearly everybody that I watch. I know there's lots more out there, I can find more, but I was sort of just finally getting a breather and thinking, okay, now I've caught up, and then it's like next morning inbox full. So I'm sorry, I probably just won't comment anymore if I watch you, and then start commenting when I'm in a regular mode again, because going back to work does take a lot of time out of my day, and I need to reorganise my whole flat, throw out so much stuff, get my cross stitch waterproofed just in case our pipes burst. And now I've talked for too long, so I'll stop here. I'll wish you all a happy new year, and that was my whip parade, by the way. 3 whips on the go. Now I have a few more, but I can't do more whips. I just can't. It'll kill my stitchy bug again, and that's been gone for too long. It's back now. Very happy about it, and I think that's it from me. I've got to stop talking. I talk too much anyway, every day, all day. Anyway, so Okay, it's nearly 4 o'clock. I'm going for a nap because I need to get rid of this headache, because I need to be awake and alert when I go to work tomorrow, because now I'm actually part of the team at work and they invite me to meetings. And it's good. I love working. I work 50%. That's enough for me, but it's good. It's doing so much good. I love going to work. I love the interaction with other people. I also like sitting down and just programming. So it's done me so much good. And this Christmas holiday was, I can't say it was great, it was good. It was good and it wasn't bad. So I think that's a step forward. And as Vikki said, one day, one step at a time, and I'm on the road upwards. And I'm so much better than last year. And I think lots of people have seen it. You've commented on how nice it was to see me laugh again in my last floss tube. And I hope to bring more laughter. And if StitchyWitch42 and StitchnButton make more jokes, I'll be there, I'll be laughing, and I get my own jokes sometime. Anyway, so have a happy new year, a very good Stitchy 2019, lots of love from me, happy stitching, bye guys.